you ever said yes when every single part of you wanted to scream no? That one little word yes can sometimes cost you your peace, your clarity, and your joy. For years, I truly thought saying no was selfish. I thought setting boundaries meant I was pushing people away, building walls around myself. But what I've learned, often the hard way, is this: boundaries don't block connection, they protect it. Today, we're going to talk about how to reclaim your time, your space, and your precious energy without apology, without guilt, and without fear. Welcome to InspireAbility, the space where we redefine what real strength looks like. I'm Ruby, and today we are unpacking one of the most misunderstood and vital concepts in both life and work: boundaries. Now, I want you to think about this. Boundaries aren't barriers, they're not walls. They're more like bridges, strong, reliable structures that help you meet yourself with respect before you can meet the world with genuine generosity. In leadership, in caregiving, in our relationships, and even in our own personal growth journeys, we're often told that saying yes makes us reliable, kind, or professional. But a life filled with unchecked yeses can drain your health, your motivation, and even chip away at your very identity. So today, let's dismantle that guilt and learn how boundaries can actually make you stronger, not colder. I remember so clearly, early in my career, I'd say yes to absolutely everything: extra shifts, last-minute calls, unexpected favors, projects that stretched me so thin I felt like I was going to snap. Part of it was habit, of course, but a huge part of it was fear. I was terrified of disappointing anyone, even after my accident, when I had very valid physical reasons to say no. I struggled. I remember someone would ask for just a quick chat, and even when I was exhausted or in physical pain, I would push myself to accommodate them. That guilt came from years and years of conditioning, and this is especially true for women and for anyone in a caregiving role. We're taught that our worth comes from being needed, from being available. But being constantly available doesn't prove love or loyalty. It just proves we're running on empty. And let me tell you, no one benefits from your burnout. Your family doesn't, your colleagues don't, and you certainly don't. For the longest time, I thought boundaries meant building walls, cutting people off, withdrawing emotionally, and just becoming distant. But real, healthy boundaries are about clarity, not conflict. They simply say, this is what I can offer right now while still honoring myself. They're a form of honest communication. Boundaries communicate truth, and in doing so, they create safer, more authentic relationships because both sides know exactly where they stand. Think about it. A healthy workplace doesn't expect you to be available 24/7 for emails and calls. A healthy friendship understands that silence sometimes just means rest, not rejection. And a healthy family learns that care must go both ways to be sustainable. Once I truly understood that, I began to see boundaries as bridges, pathways that lead to more genuine, meaningful connections, not fewer of them. Here's something that is incredibly liberating to realize. No is a complete sentence. You do not owe everyone a detailed justification for your limits. Every explanation you add, every excuse you make, it just dilutes your boundary and opens the door for negotiation. In the beginning, I'd say things like, oh, I'd love to, but I'm just too tired, or I have way too much going on right now. It felt softer, safer, but eventually I learned to simply say, with kindness but firmness, no, I can't, and you know what happened. The world didn't fall apart. When you stop over-explaining yourself, people start respecting your time and your energy. You are constantly training others how to treat you, and that training begins with treating yourself as worthy of rest, space, and respect. Setting a boundary is a quiet, powerful act of confidence. Now, let's be real. Setting boundaries will disrupt comfort zones, yours and others. Some people will test you. They'll push back. Some might even call you difficult or unhelpful. But that reaction is often because they benefited from your lack of boundaries before. There's a moment I remember so vividly. A colleague once said to me, almost as an accusation, "You've changed." And you know what? They were right. I had changed. I'd learned that compassion without limits isn't compassion at all. It becomes codependency. Your growth will sometimes make other people uncomfortable, but that discomfort is temporary. The peace you gain, however, is permanent. Hold on to that. When I started setting firm, consistent boundaries, I discovered something completely unexpected: space. Suddenly, there was space to think clearly, space to rest without feeling guilty, space to be more intentional and present in how I show up for the people and projects that truly matter. Boundaries didn't make my world smaller, they made it so much clearer. They helped me recognize who valued me for my presence, not just for my performance or what I could do for them. They helped me manage my energy, not just my time. They began to turn my relationships into true partnerships, not one-sided obligations where I was always the one giving. This is the kind of quiet, internal power that changes everything. Boundaries are not barriers, they are the very roots of our emotional freedom. If this message spoke to you today, take a moment to reflect. What's one boundary you've been afraid to set, and what would your life look like if you finally did? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your courage could be the spark that helps someone else rediscover theirs. Protecting your peace is not selfish, it's sacred. Because when you live with self-respect, everything else in your life begins to align. No matter the challenge you're facing, please remember, you can live fully, you can thrive with support, and you can always keep moving forward with hope. This is InspireAbility. Let's rise together, uniquely us. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more conversations like this.